Welcome back, I'm Streaky. Today I'm going to give you a top tip that's got me loads and loads of work. It's something that I used to do in the past and no one could do it at that time, and now it's very easy to do. Some guys are doing it, some guys aren't. I do it occasionally, but it definitely is something that people really like. So you're probably wondering what this tip is. Well, it's something that's going to get your choruses really popping. And the thing is, when tracks sound flat, you're always trying to find ways to get things to move, to get things louder, and to just get things to move in the right place at the right time. So without saying any more, let's get into the computer. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in a mastering session or at the end of your session when you're sending something off. And one more thing before you move, don't move anywhere, hold on. I'm giving this away. If I hit 50,000 subs by Christmas, if you're a subscriber, there will be a video that goes up. You will be notified of it, and then it will be someone in the comments that wins this Masalek EQ. I've got a couple of them, so I thought I might as well give one away if, and only if, I get to 50,000 subs, which I don't believe I will, so prove me wrong. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring the bell, so when that video comes up, you'll be in the know, and then you might win this. They're worth about 4 grand. It's got to be worth it, even if you don't use it to sell it. Okay, let's get stuck into the computer. Let's go. So here we are in Logic again. We've got a track that we're mastering, and what we're doing, you can see that the track's there in the plugin chain. We have all of our plugins. We've mastered the track. Let's pretend that that's happened. And so you can see there's an EQ, there's a compressor, there's a limiter. Now what we're going to do is, to get these choruses to really pump out, we've got it mastered, we like the sound of it. So we get a gain plugin, and what we're going to do is we're going to drop the level of the verses by a dB. So we're going to automate this so that every time the choruses kick in, they'll be essentially a dB louder than the verses. This gives a kind of hype to your ear, so it kind of sounds exciting, but because we're dropping the level, it's not affecting too much of how the mastered sound is, because obviously if we've mastered it into a limiter, that's going to be the sound that we like. We've got it sounding how we like it. So this is more just to add that extra little snap to the choruses. Now I wouldn't do this before I did the session because it's going to affect all of the plugins that I'm using, all of the any outboard that I'm using. It's going to affect the sound of what happens to those compressors, because if you're putting less level in, obviously the compressor doesn't sound the same. So I just wanted to do it right at the end to get it to pop. So after the final limiter, let's open up the gain plugin that we're going to put after it, and now we're just going to automate that gain. So it's going down by a dB in the verses, and then we're just leaving it at 0 for the choruses, so giving the effect that the choruses have a little bit more welly and slam. But also with this trick, what we need to do is put another limiter afterwards, and we're just going to put half a dB on there. So then we're kind of crawling back half a dB that we've lost on the verses, but we're also sort of gaining an extra half a dB on those choruses as well. So half a dB shouldn't make too much difference. Obviously it's track dependent, but this just gives it that final kind of polish and zing in the choruses that really get them to stand out. Let's just hear how this sounded before we did all this. So we're going to take the, I'll mute the gain and I'll mute the final limiter. Okay, now let's listen to it with the gain automation on and that final limiter clawing back that extra half. So you might have to adjust the limiters just to sort of maybe get the release going a bit quicker, play around with the different algorithms just to sort of get that to sort of pop and sound sort of a bit more open. But that's up to your limiting skills. So this is what I call the limiter sandwich effect. So check that out. And if you want to know how to get more out of your limiters, then watch the video that's coming up next. And that will tell you exactly how you can limit to get things really loud, but also keep it dynamic. I hope you like this. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like it. Cheers. Bye.